On the record in the matter of K&D Enterprises LLC versus Kiana Stewart, file number 24-008. I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong page. Love that. On the record in the matter of Zuyun Lao versus Tanika Turner, file number 23-6467. Can I have your appearance, counsel?
Yes, afternoon, Your Honor. Alice Pine representing the landlord.
Okay, is Ms. Turner present?
The tenant informed us that she won't be able to come in today, neither on the room.
Okay.
All right, so what may I update you with the situation right now?
Sure.
The landlord has already received the check from CACS, so the amount is paid. However, there are still $1,140 left. The reason for this is because there's a court filing fees, attorney's fees, and also the tenant initially was arranged to move out on March the 21st, and now she changed to March the 31st. So there's some fees accumulated. And the landlord wishes to have conditional dismissal date be changed to March the 31st.
But we can't do a conditional dismissal if she doesn't appear.
Yes.
Only thing I can do is reset it or default her.
Maybe can we reschedule another meeting? And because I will be overseas for about a month, so
Okay.
could we conduct this over Zoom instead?
If you want to do a conditional dismissal, we can do it via Zoom. If you need a hearing, it has to be in person.
Okay, well, we'll do conditional dismissal, and the date will be March the 31st.
Well, your next court date is going to be after that.
Yes, I understand that.
Okay. Yes.
We can do May 1st at 2:30.
May 1st at 2:30.
That's perfect. So sorry. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On the record in the matter of Briarcliff Apartments versus Brandy Davis, file number 23-6483. Appearance, please.
Your Honor, Robert Visconti, P61756 for the plaintiff.
Good afternoon. Your name, please, ma'am? Okay, Ms. Davis, today was the date that was set for a hearing for non-payment of rent. Mr. Visconti, did you guys come to an agreement?
We did, Your Honor. We have a proposed consent judgment to the court's consideration. I will e-file this after the hearing. Reflects rent to retain of $641.38, court costs of $175 for a total of $816.38. It's a judgment for possession only with an order of eviction issued not paid full by April 8th. And it explains in the status for rights pursuant to MCR 4.2.
Okay, that's how you want to proceed, ma'am, with the consent judgment?
Yeah.
Okay, so you understand that you have the right to be represented by an attorney in this matter?
Yeah.
Are you willing to waive your right to representation?
Yeah.
You also have the right in this matter to proceed to trial. You could have demanded a jury trial. I don't see where you demanded a jury trial, but are you waiving your right to trial in this matter?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have any applications pending for rental assistance?
No.
Oh, you have a copy of the judgment?
I did. Do you?
She signed it?
She did.
I just need to see it for the term.
Sure.
Okay, so you're agreeing that you're gonna pay rent to retain $641.38 plus court costs $175 for a total of $816.38, or vacate the property at 2405 East Jolly Road, Unit 1, City of Lansing, no later than April 8th, 2024?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's your signature there, ma'am? Okay, you have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the rights that you waived to enter into a consent judgment, you can return to the court, file a motion to set aside the judgment, and we'll set it for hearing, okay? Do you have any questions? Okay, any additional matters for the record on this file?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set, ma'am. Thank you. On the record, in the matter of Briarcliff Apartments versus Stephanie Umber and Dennis Jones, file number 23-06484. Council appearance.
Robert Visconti, P 61756 for the plaintiff. Your Honor, we move to dismissal of this matter.
Motion to dismiss is granted. You're gonna file it on my file?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's see. On the record, in the matter of Briarcliff Apartments versus Mariah Moore and Rainique White, file number 23-06488. Appearance for the record.
Robert Visconti, P 61756 for the plaintiff.
Your name, please?
Bring away.
Your name? Okay, today was the date set for a pre-trial for non-payment of rent. Mr. Visconti, how are you proceeding?
Your Honor, we have a proposed consent judgment for the court's consideration of request of rental arrearage of $756.24, cost of $175 for a total of $931.24. Possession only with an order of eviction to issue after April 8th, and I do have an order prepared. Review it.
Thank you. Okay, so Ms. White and Ms. Moore, what Mr. Visconti has stated is accurate as to how you want to resolve this matter?
Correct.
Okay, so you want judgment to enter against you by consent, whereby you agree to pay rent to retain $756.24 plus court costs $175 for a total of $931.24 that you'll pay that or vacate the property of 2403 East Jolly Road, Unit 11 in the city of Lansing no later than April 8th, 2024.
Correct.
Okay, and you both sign this document? Okay, you both understand that you have the right to be represented by an attorney during these proceedings?
Yes.
Is that a yes? Are you waiving your right to counsel?
Yes.
You both understand that you have the right in this matter to proceed to a jury trial. So you could demand a jury trial or you could have a bench trial. Did you want to waive your right to trial?
Yes.
Anybody threatening you to do that?
No.
Any promises being made for you to do that?
No.
Okay. You have 3 business days from today. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the rights that you are waiving, you can return to the court, request to have this judgment set aside. We'll set this matter for a hearing, okay?
Yeah.
You don't have any applications pending for any assistance for rental?
No.
Okay. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set.
Thank you.
Who's on the Zoom with a iPhone?
Tyrese
You have a full name?
Turner.
Okay. Tyrese Turner.
I was in for because I was on leave for Tanika Turner. I was filling in for her, but I don't know if that was
Okay.
the landlord.
Are you reside in the property with Miss Turner?
Yes, I'm on the leave.
Okay, Ms. Turner, and you both need to appear in court, otherwise you'll get a default.
Okay.
You understand that?
I guess she told her that it was that I could fill in for her. I don't know. I just got the number.
No, you can't. No, you can't fill in for somebody unless you're an attorney, and you're not an attorney. And so I reset this because she didn't appear the first date, and then she didn't appear today either. But due to the attorney for the plaintiff requesting an adjournment, we did not default Ms. Turner at this time. We reset the matter. It's going to be May 1st at 2:30. Okay?
Okay, May 1st at 2:30. Is it on Zoom or in person?
If you're going to do a consent judgment or conditional dismissal, which my understanding is you're going to do a conditional dismissal, you both can appear via Zoom, but she has to appear. If she does not appear, she'll get a judgment against her by default. And I don't think she wants that. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so we'll see you both on May 1st at 2:30.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, on the record in the matter of Briarcliff Apartments versus Greer, file number 23-06489, council appearance.
Afternoon, Your Honor. Robert Visconti, P 61756 for the plaintiff.
Anybody here on behalf of, I believe it's Eviesta Greer? Nobody's present. Okay, today was date and time set for a hearing for non-payment of rent. Parties have failed to appear for the defendant. How do you want to proceed?
Your Honor, I'd ask the court for a default judgment for possession in this case. Renter retains $5,233.68. Costs are $175 for a total of $5,408.68. Writ to issue after April 8th if not paid in full, and I will take this order back in my office and file it via Mac file.
Motion for default is granted.
Thank
you. On the record in the matter of Briarcliff Apartments versus Gabriel Magar and Robert Fletcher, file number 23-06490, appearance please.
Robert Visconti, P61756 for the plaintiff, will move for dismissal of this matter, Your Honor.
Motion to dismiss is granted. And I think that takes care of all of your matters.
I think so.
All right, that's painful.
Thanks, Judge.
On the record in the matter of Aspar LLC versus Richard and Beverly Williams, file number 23-02920 LT. Yes, for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Norman Whitty, attorney on behalf of the plaintiffs.
State your name, please, ma'am. Eugene Williams. Thank you. Your name, sir?
Reggie Norman Williams.
You can have a seat. Today's the date that's set for hearing on a landlord-tenant matter for non-payment of rents. My understanding is that the parties were not able to come to resolution.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Whitty, you can proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Rather than doing an opening statement, I think it makes sense just to call my first witness. The only thing I would raise before we do that is that just wanted to make the court aware that there was an escrow order in this case on January 31st. The court ordered escrow of $900 per month. So far, $850 has been escrowed, so partial payment for February. At this time, Your Honor, I would call Asadullah Khan.
You, sir? You raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, I do.
You can have a seat. Yes, you're gonna sit there. You're gonna face Mr. Whitty. There's a microphone that's in front of you. The lady behind you is my court reporter. She has to take down everything that's being stated here, so we need to hear your responses loud and clear. You can't do head nods and head shakes or mm-hs and uh-hs. If there's an objection for whatever reason, you would stop speaking so I can make a ruling on that objection. Then I'll tell you if you can give that response or not. But first, let me have you state your first and last name and then spell both.
My name is Asadullah Khan, ASADULLAHKHAN.
And you can proceed, Mr. Whitty.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Khan, what's your relationship to the plaintiff in this matter, Aspar LLC?
I manage Aspar LLC and they are the tenants for Aspar LLC.
And are you familiar with the tenancy of Richard and Beverly Williams?
Yes,
Is that for a property located at 4925 Palmer Street in the city of Lansing?
yes.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yeah.
Mr. Khan, I've handed you what's been marked as Exhibit 1. You recognize that document?
Yes,
Is that the lease agreement between Aspar and the defendants in this case?
yes,
Have you kept a copy of that in the ordinary course of business?
yes,
Are you the custodian of the records of Aspar LLC?
yes.
Your Honor, I move admission of Exhibit 1.
Any objection to that being admitted as an exhibit? Exhibit 1 is admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd like to take a look at the first page of Exhibit 1. Is that the, does that, paragraph 6, does that state what the term of the lease is? Did the term of this lease expire on November 30th, 2021?
Yes,
Does the lease also require payment of $850 a month on the first of each month?
yes,
Let's turn the page. Paragraph 8 provides for late fees, is that correct?
yes,
And the late fee would be $50 a month, correct?
yes,
You understand that this court would not award a late fee of $50, right?
yes.
I'd like you to direct your attention now to paragraph 20. That's on the third page of it. You see that?
Yes,
And that provision recites that the tenant has checked the premises thoroughly and agrees that the unit is entirely habitable as to health and safety. Did I read that correctly?
yes,
Now I'd like to direct your attention to paragraph 29 on the next page. Let me know when you're there. You see that? Let me read that to you. Renovations and remodeling. Tenant agrees not to make any repairs or alterations to the premises, including repainting, remodeling, driving nails in woodwork or walls, using any adhesive items on walls without the written consent of landlord. The landlord will not pay for remodeling, decorating, or any work of this kind contracted by tenant unless authorized in writing prior to the beginning of any renovation or remodeling. The tenant further agrees not to remove any furnishings, fixtures, or appliances without written consent of the landlord. Did I read that correct?
yes,
Finally, I'd like to direct your attention to paragraph 47. It's on the signature page. You see it there? Are you there with me?
yes,
Did you write that? Is that your handwriting?
yes,
Well, let me read that to you. Basement will be used for storage purposes at tenant's risk. Any other use of the basement will be at tenant's risk. Did I read that correctly?
yes.
Maybe include washing clothes.
What, you'll get an opportunity to ask him questions, but not right now, okay?
Oh, okay. Your Honor, if I may approach.
You may.
I've shown you what's been marked as Exhibit 2. Is that a ledger for this rental unit?
Yes,
Was this prepared using your records at your direction?
yes,
To the best of your knowledge, is this an accurate reflection of your records regarding the rental history of this property?
yes.
Your Honor, I move for admission of Exhibit 2.
Any objections to exhibit 2? Exhibit 2 is admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Khan, over the course of the history of this unit, was rent paid on time?
Up to the arrears, yes.
And did there come a time
Till when?
Pardon?
up to when?
Up to.
Do you not remember, or do you, because he's just refreshing his own recollection?
If you need to look at that, do you need to look at that to refresh your recollection?
Yes,
Please do.
so a balance of 6/3/21.
And from that time was rent in arrears at various times?
And then, yeah, then the syrup payments came in. Those are shown. And there. Okay, then October 1, 2022. The rent stopped coming from April 1 of 2023.
Now, going back to the entry for November 1st, 2022, it says that there was a rental increase. It appears a rent increase from $850 to $900 a month,
Yes.
correct? Can you explain how that occurred?
We sent him a lease to sign, and it even shows that they paid after the lease was sent to them back in so rent increase November 1. So they were known to the tenants. Because we have sent the lease which he didn't return back.
Did that draft lease show a $900 balance? I'm sorry, $900 monthly rent.
Yeah, it says charges, $900.
Do you have a copy of that draft lease?
I don't have a copy of that because he did not return the copy.
Has there been any rent paid since April 1st of 2023?
No,
What's the current outstanding balance due as of today's date?
maybe more to today's date, but here I show 11,650.
And that's as of March 8th, correct?
Right.
Mr. Khan, you understand that the defendants have alleged that there are habitability issues with the house, is that correct?
They have expressed that.
Over the,
I've tried my best to.
Well,
take care of
just
it.
answer the
just
question.
answer the question I asked. Over the course of the lease, have you made efforts to make repairs to the house?
Yes,
Your Honor, may I approach?
Right.
Sir, I'm handing you what's been marked as Exhibit 3. Do you recognize that document?
yes,
Is this a group of documents related to bathroom repairs at the property?
yes,
Were these repairs kept, were these records kept in the ordinary course of business
yes,
by ASPAR?
yes.
Your Honor, I move admission of Exhibit 3.
Any objection to exhibit 3? Any objection to exhibit 3?
Oh, yeah.
What's the objection?
The bathroom fan, the shower valve, the what is it, skirt bite, what is that? Shark bite? I don't know what that is.
So
Template.
your objection is that you don't know what it is, or you disagree that these things were replaced?
Correct.
Okay, so that's not necessarily objection. You'll have an opportunity to address that you disagree with that.
Oh,
But,
yeah, I disagree with it.
Okay, so it'll be admitted, but your objection is noted.
What about the other one too as well?
With other one,
Some of
That
the
was
stuff
exhibit
on the
2?
On the first page.
I actually was there in objection exhibit 1. You
Oh, I
said
thought you
no.
was talking to him.
No, you answered no when I asked you that.
Oh, okay.
And
all
you
right.
answered no as
I
to-
accept that. I'm
You're
sorry.
saying that this is not your lease? Is that what you're saying?
This is my lease, but some of the things, the date are wrong. We moved in on the 11th. He has the 12th. That's
But
complete.
was
That's why.
this the lease that you signed?
Yes, and that's why this partial payment is on this sheet here.
Okay, but are you alleging that this document was altered, is what I'm asking you?
We wrote.
Yes. Yes.
You wrote what?
The date we moved in, it was 11/15, but he has this correct here. But on the next page, he has December the 1st.
So what you're saying is the lease that you actually initialed and signed had something different on there?
Yes. If this is, I see my signature here.
Do you have a copy of your lease with you?
No, I don't, man.
Okay, where is the copy of your lease?
At home.
Why would you not bring it when this is an eviction hearing? I'll note your objection. I'll note your objection, but you don't necessarily have anything to dispute it unless you, other than your testimony, unless you have a copy
No, we don't have no copy.
with you. Okay, I'll note that, and you'll have an opportunity to give testimony about any of those things. You should be taking notes. I don't know if you have pen and paper.
No, I no
I
pen,
didn't
no
have no
pencil.
pen in my
Could you
book.
give him pen and paper, please? You need to be taking notes so that you know what things you want to address when you give your testimony or what things you want to ask him about, okay? Thank you. You can continue.
Mr. Khan, can you explain what Exhibit 3 is? I assume Exhibit 3 is admitted then.
It's admitted, yes.
Can you explain briefly what this document is?
The bathroom repairs?
Yes.
Well, the problem with the bathroom that was initially burglary.
Speak up a little bit. You can-
Yeah, there was problems back, whatever that back is. And I was approached by the tenant. And we replaced the shower system, we replaced the motor for the exhaust fan, and we replaced some other stuff and so on, which is all given here.
Are these third-party invoices that you received from contractors and suppliers?
Yes.
And were these paid in the ordinary course?
Yes.
Here's my question.
Pending. Mr. Khan, I've handed you what's been marked as Exhibit 4. Do you recognize that document?
Yes.
Are these records regarding repairs to the furnace at the subject property?
Yes.
Were these kept in the ordinary course of business by you?
Yes.
Your Honor, I've moved admission of Exhibit 4.
Did you review Exhibit 4?
Yes, we don't have no complaint about the.
Okay, Exhibit 4 is admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Khan, did these reflect that you were making repairs to the furnace at the property to ensure that it worked?
Yes.
And these were also paid in the ordinary course?
Yes.
I may approach that.
You may.
I've handed you what's been marked as Exhibit 5. Do you recognize that document?
Yes.
Is this a compilation of invoices related to roofing repairs at the property?
Yes.
Was this record kept in the ordinary course of business by you?
Yes.
Your Honor, I would move admission of Exhibit 5.
Objection to Exhibit 5.
Do you have an objection? Okay, Exhibit 5 is admitted.
Mr. Khan, can you explain what this group of documents represents?
The whole document represents, including the checks, invoices, and receipts, materials, and talks about permit that we got for the roofing. The roofing was done on my own self on behalf because I thought maybe the leakage of the water, a little bit of water when it rained, was because of the gutters and so on from the roofing. So we needed roofing anyway. It had a very old roof, but it was still fine. There were no leaks or no nothing. But we did that because we thought maybe showed it to the contractors and they said, well, while you are at gutters and all that, why don't you, put the roofing as well as the gutters and so on. So we replaced the whole setup that we thought maybe will take care of the leakage to the basement.
Let's take a look at, I think, the 4th page. It says Bruce Kruger Inc. at the top. Do you see that page?
Okay.
It looks like this.
Yeah. Bruce Kruger, yeah.
What did you hire Mr. Kruger?
We bought some stuff from him.
Okay.
We bought the roofing stuff, the gutters, actually. This is the bill for the gutters.
Was there a city inspection when the roof work was completed?
We had the permit and I do not know whether the city came to accept it or not, but we were required to have a permit. We took the permit out, and that's all I know at this point.
Was there's an invoice in here from it looks like Bloom and Sons Trucking for $1624.70. What does that represent?
That's for the roofing, all the waste of from the roof.
And there's also an invoice in here, or a long list of basically a long set of receipts. What are those receipts?
Those are the materials for the roof.
There's a check here payable to Kevin Mosher. Can you explain what that is?
That's the labor charges for this motion.
And then there's another check for $1,300 payable to him.
Yeah, we paid in installment as the work went on.
Okay, and then finally a payment for $555 to him.
Right.
And so all of these repairs, do you know how much all the cost of all the repairs to the roof were?
I think
Total?
it was about total for roofing was $7,092. It's there in the first stage.
I may approach you.
You may.
So I'm handing you what's been marked as, I believe, Exhibit 6. You recognize that document?
Yes.
And is this a series of records relating to replacement of the sliding glass door at the premises?
Yeah, repair of the sliding door.
Repair.
That's another culprit that we
Yeah,
caught.
I'm just asking if that's what it
Yes.
pertains to.
Yes.
Did you keep these records in the ordinary course of your business?
Yes.
You're all right, moving admission of Exhibit 6.
Any objection to exhibit 6? Exhibit 6 is admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Khan, can you explain what necessitated these repairs and what was done?
Yeah, he complained that the water was coming from that sliding door sill and so on. So we thought maybe that's what it is. So we got it repaired.
And again, these repairs, and just to back up a little bit, both in Exhibit 5 and Exhibit 6 took place around August of last year, correct?
You may.
Sir, I've handed you what's been marked as Exhibit. Do you recognize that document?
Yes.
And does this relate to electrical repairs at the premises?
Yes.
Did you keep these records in the ordinary course of business?
Yes.
You're at moving admission of Exhibit 7.
Any objection to exhibit 7? Exhibit 7 is admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Khan, can you explain what repairs were necessitated to cause these records to be generated?
The tenant called me and told me about the problem, and I took care of the problem.
What was the problem?
It was electrical outlets and it was removal of the fans and all that. It was common, yeah, there was a outlet that was not working, and there was some bedroom stuff that was to be taken care of.
And again, that was in August of last year, correct?
Right.
Okay, approach. I'm handing you what's been marked as exhibit 8 regarding some repairs to a refrigerator. Is that a business contract that you kept in, business records you kept in the ordinary course of Aspar LLC's business?
Yes.
All right, move admission of exhibit 8.
Any objection to exhibit 8?
Yes,
What's the objection?
he didn't fix it.
Okay, I will note that that's not an evidentiary objection. You're disputing that what he's saying is fact, but you're not saying that you believe this is admitted outside of the rules of evidence. So I'll admit it, and then I'll note that you have a dispute, and then when it's your turn to testify, I'll allow you to discuss that.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Khan, can you explain what this document is?
Yeah, the tenant complained to me about the seal of the fridge. And I was surprised that the fridge, being very new, had the seal broken, so it was not sealing right and so on. So to me, it seemed like abuse of the equipment. But anyway, I went ahead and bought the seal and put the seal myself.
And again, this was in August of 2023, right? I may approach him. Yes.
And you don't have to ask me to approach him.
I'm-
You just have to ask me to approach me.
Okay. I'm old school, Your Honor.
I get it. No, but I'm just meaning for today's purposes.
Thank you. So I'm handing you what's been marked as exhibit 9. Can you identify that? Is that a group of pictures of the subject premises?
Yes,
Did you take these pictures?
yes,
Did you take these pictures at a visit in August 2023?
yes, around that, yeah.
So the
It
best
could
you're
be
not,
various dates, even, but it was in August, when the repairs were happening and so on, and all of these things were happening, so I was there and it's a picture.
to the best of your knowledge, do these photographs accurately reflect what you saw at the time?
Yes,
Here I move admission of exhibit 9.
Any objection to exhibit 9?
No, so far.
Okay, exhibit 9 is admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Khan, let's walk through these pictures.
Yeah.
Just take a look at the first one. Why don't you tell me what we're seeing here?
we're seeing the, I believe it's one of the walls, I do not know whether it's the south or east or west wall, but I just wanted to show that there was no big problem of the basement, which my tenant was complaining.
Now-
The basement is dry. That's why I was taking the pictures.
On the right side of the pictures, it looks like there's a workbench there and
Yeah.
various spray paint. Was that spray paint there when you rented the property?
No.
Let's turn the page to the next picture. What does that depict?
That, I didn't know at that time, but this is the enclosure where some plants like marijuana were being grown.
And was this enclosure present at the time you leased the property?
No,
Did you grant the tenant in writing permission to erect this structure?
I was not told what was happening and no thing or anything, and I didn't give any permission for that.
Let's take a look at the third page. You recognize that?
Yes.
What does that picture show?
This is the work that the tenant did in the basement. Makes walking sticks and so on. Use the basement for that purpose.
Is the basement at that point being used for the tenant's purposes? In other words, if this is being used for storage by the tenant?
This is supposed to be used for storage only. The lease does not say that you could do anything else with the basement.
Well, let's go back to the lease and look at it again. Go back to exhibit 1, paragraph 47. So fair to say that the only purpose the basement is to be used for is storage, correct?
Yes, at even storage at the tenant's risk.
Very
not-
good.
not the landlord's risk.
Let's take a look at the next picture. Can you describe what we're looking at here?
These are probably plants, you know, clothes dryer and probably freezer.
And what was the significance of this picture?
Just to show that it's all dry. Basically, that was the main thing.
Let's take a look at the next picture. Can you describe what we're seeing there?
Yeah, that's the next wall, and these are the two walls. So if we go, it's the right wall is the front wall, and the wall with the window is the side wall. So I'm just trying to show that this corner is all dry.
Now let's take a look at the next picture. You know when you're there. What are we seeing in this picture?
This is supposedly done by the tenant because it was felt that the water is leaking from the sliding door to this part.
Okay, the black material there, can you describe what that is?
That's paint.
And does there, looking at the yellow and red wires on the left side, is there something that looks like overspray on those wires?
Yes.
Let's turn to the next picture. Can you describe what this picture is depicting?
That's another part where I'm trying to show that it's appliances are there and they're being used and so on, and the basement is dry.
Let's take a look at the next picture. What is that?
Off the
picture?
record,
Stop.
off the record. Computer is shut down.
Pardon?
She's having computer problems. I should wait for that.
Is Caleb Sakura here?
No.
What about? Anybody here for Trappers Cove?
Oh, yes, they're all here just now talking because he was held up on another court.
Oh. Submit to file for Zakora.
If you don't mind her, I'm going to step outside and dismiss my client.
That's fine.
Or do I need to e-file that or can I hand it to you?
Okay, back on the record.
All right, Mr. Khan, we were looking at the picture on the 8th page of the document, this picture. Do you recognize that?
Yeah, that's another part of the basement.
And what's the significance of this picture?
It's showing dryness of the basement.
And is there an accumulation of trash in that picture?
Oh, yeah.
Were those materials there when the unit was rented?
No.
Let's turn to the next page, the 9th page of the exhibit. Can you describe what we're seeing here?
These are the marijuana plants that were being grown there.
And is growing marijuana permissible use under the lease of the premises?
I don't think so.
Let's take a look at the 10th picture. Can you tell me what we're seeing in the 10th picture?
That's the approach to the upstairs. The staircase. It's still dry. It's all dry. Basically, the idea is to show that the basement is dry. Whatever water leaks and so on was very little, and only during winter when it rained hard.
Let's take a look at the next page, page 11 of the exhibit. You recognize that?
Yes.
Is that another picture of the plastic sheeting and framing that was added by the tenant?
Yeah, but no, this is not there. This is another area of
Are
storage.
you looking at this picture?
No, I'm not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I don't have that.
We've gone through that.
Well, it should be in there a second time because it's a different view.
Okay.
It's right after the
Oh, yeah.
stair picture.
That's another view of it, showing that room is being shown here.
Let's look at the next picture again. Is that another picture showing the basement floor being dry?
Yeah, and that's outside. No, that's again inside that room.
Let's look at the page, the 13th page. This one, is this another picture of the paint that was sprayed up in the wrap between the joists?
Have that one somehow. It's the paint, yeah. I don't know which number it is, but yes. I'm trying to show that, yeah, this is again, the tenant did something to, stop the leak, so it's.
And then the next picture looks like this. Can you describe what we're
Yeah,
seeing there?
that's the marijuana stuff that's there lying there.
And this one?
Again, this is the room. The room had two corners, but there was a corner and then two places where the studs were installed.
And then finally, this picture. What do we see going on here? The
Is
last
that
picture.
the last picture?
No, I think it's the second to last.
Yeah. Again, yeah, it's just the same marijuana and the bottle lying there and so on.
Was there dirt or water on the floor near where the marijuana plants were?
Yeah, that was wet. But it wasn't, big time wet, but it was wet because of the, marijuana growing
The
and
plants.
watering and the plants and so on.
And then the last picture, is that just another picture showing the floor being dry?
Yes.
Mr. Khan, during the term of the tenancy, did you keep the unit fit for its use as a residential dwelling?
Yes.
At any time, the defendant provides you evidence that rent was being escrowed in any account anywhere?
No.
To your knowledge, was this defendant, or were the defendants escrowing their rent?
No. We proposed at one point because he was I gave him the apartment because someone I know knows him, and so I called him because of the non-payment of the rent. We approached him that, okay, you'll solve the problem, whatever you may have. Let's escrow the rent to the person that we both trust. And that was denied. He didn't accept that.
No further questions.
Do you have any questions for this witness?
Yes, I do. Excuse me. What's your name again, brother? I forgot, I'm sorry.
Am I supposed to answer?
Yes, you have to answer his question.
Your name, last name?
Asadullah Khan, Khan. Khan.
Okay, Mr. Khan, I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Hopefully we can be honest with this. Now, we're not really here for the furnace or anything along that line. We're gonna just get to exhibit one of these photographs right here that I brought in for you. Or do I?
Well, you're questioning, so what's your
Yes,
question?
I would like for you to see these photographs.
No, what's your question for him?
Oh. Is the basement completely dry? Are the photographs that we've seen in this exhibit? Are the walls that we're talking about? Are the dry walls along the perimeter of the basement? Are we
I
addressing?
testified to that.
Pardon?
I've already testified.
But you
to
got to
that.
testify to me
You
as
gotta
well.
answer his question.
Now, all the walls around the basement, the perimeter of the walls are dry, the flooring.
Yes.
Okay, now, may I please hand you these exhibits here?
You can take your pictures out
Okay.
to the extent that he knows what these pictures are. You can ask him what the pictures are. If you can show,
Okay.
you show his attorney first. No, I understand. I'll walk you through it. You're gonna have to get him these exhibits to ask him if he recognizes what's in those pictures.
Recognize the exhibits and these pictures here. And the
Look, one question first, see if he recognizes the location of the pictures. Specifically, sir, Mr. Khan, we just want to know,
I'm
is that
trying- I'm
the house that you own?
I'm trying to locate myself here. Yes, I do recognize something here. But can I ask a question?
Well, no, you're answering questions you can't ask, but what I'm asking you just right now is, are you disputing that that's the unit that you rented to him? That's all we want to know. Not necessarily what's in the picture or the conditions, but does that look like your unit?
Yes.
Okay. What's your next question, sir?
some of these exhibits to where the arrows are pointing up is showing the floor joists in the floor where they're deteriorating from the water. That's why the arrows are on the wall going up. The black.
What's the question? You have to ask him questions.
Okay.
Are you asking him, does he dispute
Do you dispute these pictures?
that the joists are deteriorating?
Do you dispute that this is your unit?
Yes, it's my.
This isn't.
No, he doesn't. He's already said he doesn't. That is his unit. Now your question is about the joists being deteriorated? Is that your
Are the
question?
joists being deteriorated?
Where, show me the.
Well, do you, yeah,
I
you can
don't
show him
see
the
the
picture, because
joist.
that's a lot of pictures. Which
Okay.
picture shows what you're.
Wait a minute. See. Here,
Show him the picture. Let him look at it. And your question is, and do you dispute if the joists are being deteriorated?
do you dispute if the joists are being
I
deteriorated?
dispute because the joists are only wet.
The
Due
they're
to
only
due
wet.
to the water leaking from the door sill.
Okay,
They're just wet,
okay.
not
I
deteriorated.
have a question. When were these pictures taken?
I took some recently and some was taking,
I don't know when recently
okay,
it
well,
was.
recently, ma'am, it's like 4 days ago.
Okay, within the last week?
And some of these, the one with the arrows and are longer, where you and I discussed them, because
Well, when was that? I need to know the time frame.
this was in October, November. Yeah,
So some of these pictures are from October of 2023,
yes,
and then some of them are from the last 4 days?
yes, and I'm showing the consistency.
Okay,
Of the
so
problem.
he says he dispute that they're deteriorating. What's your next question?
You say you did.
I dispute.
He's already
They're just
answered that,
wet.
so you can't ask him
Okay,
again because he's
now-
not gonna change his answer.
Now, as far as that, have you and I discussed this while we was in the basement about the deterioration of the wall and the seal to where the black, wait a minute, the black paint isn't paint, that's seal. That's that magic seal you spray. That's why it's only in a certain area
Your Honor, I
to
think
prevent.
this is turning into a compound question.
Well, I don't know how to do this. I never.
No,
did this.
let me get the question out. What's the question?
The question is, did you and I have a discussion about the seal?
Okay, that's the question.
About what?
About the
is
ceiling?
deteriorating in-
And so you can step back there now that he has the
ceiling,
pictures.
we did
So
have
you look at-
discussion about the ceiling, not the deterioration of the ceiling. Because I showed it to experts.
Okay,
And
you had
that's
a,
the reason,
the question was, did you have a conversation with him about the ceiling? Is that a yes or no?
no contradiction.
No, he
You
says
just
no.
told me that.
Is there another question?
Yes, another question about what you and I had when we first moved in. Now, the question is, do you and I have a conversation pertaining to our last residence and an escrow?
Your last residence?
Yes, because I'm getting to this point to where the escrow came in at.
So your
because-
question, I'm just trying to make sure we understand your question, because you can't ask a compound question, meaning two questions in one.
Yeah.
So your first question is, did you and Mr. Khan have a conversation about your previous address?
Yes.
Is that, you know the answer to that, sir?
Yes, we did have conversation about the previous.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, he says yes to that.
Now, did you and I sign an agreement that if I, Richard Williams, neglect my responsibility as a tenant, if my wife or I or the children tear up your home or do not pay rent, I can put, or you can evict me. You can evict me if my wife and I, the children, done some damage or neglect paying rent. Yes or no?
We go by the lease.
Yes or no? Did you and I have a question?
No,
He says
we
no.
go by the lease.
Okay.
Okay, did you and I sign an agreement?
Are you talking about the lease or
Yes, no,
something
we're
different?
talking about the agreement that we signed before I signed the lease.
Okay, do you have a copy of that agreement?
I gave it to him as a respectful guy. And you signed it, brother.
Well,
and I
and
signed
you're
it.
you're asking me you're answering my question. You're asking him, you sign another agreement prior to the lease?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign another agreement with him prior to him signing the lease?
I did not sign anything. He gave me a list that he saw something in the house that needed to be done
This is prior to him signing the lease?
prior to signing the lease.
Okay,
So we said we'll take care of that. And that lease was signed by the way, in 2018 or something.
okay.
So this is when we talked about this, that he needed something to be done.
I get that. You're talking about repairs to the property. He's asking if you signed an agreement where if he wasn't responsible for his duty under the agreement, that you could evict him. Did you sign that?
I just signed I have only signed the leases.
Okay. That
He
answers
gave
the-
me a
he says he's only
a
signed the
bunch of
lease.
paper, a piece
Okay,
of paper that
we can
he
move on,
needed
I
these
guess.
things.
Okay,
Now,
I didn't sign any.
Is it true or isn't it true when I was talking to your son and I was making these complaints and letting him know that something was going wrong? And then he gave me a statement.
wait a minute, stop. Was he there when
No,
you were talking to his
wasn't,
son?
but
Well,
I
then you
just-
can't ask him about it. He wouldn't know.
Well, I can just tell you what the son said.
No, that's hearsay.
Oh, that was.
You can give your own testimony about your experience when it's your turn to give testimony. This is just your turn to ask him questions.
Okay. Okay, well, when you recognize the marijuana that was growing in your basement, did you ever confront the tenant concerning that issue?
Because that was at the time.
Did you-
Yes, or
Mhm.
it's a yes or no question.
No.
So did you tell the tenant, okay, I already said that one. How long did it take you to repair the small electrical problem? When the tenant
We
passed?
did the repair as they came along. Sometimes it takes 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and so on. So we try to take care of the stuff, you know.
So would you
Small
say
repairs, you
immediate,
know.
you say you try to take care of it immediately?
Pardon?
I don't know what it means that you try to take care of it as it come along. Are you saying that you took care of them immediately? Or
Well,
it just took, not how long it took you to take care of it?
yes, we did immediately.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, man, you got me baffled. Okay, what about the refrigerator? I want the tenant address the refrigerator to. What did you do as far as completing the project?
What was, explain the project.
Fixing the refrigerator, what's the damages is going, the seal, the back, the handle, the refrigerator itself. Did you repair?
I repaired the seal.
Did you repair the stove? When he was telling on the
I was
tenant?
never told about the stove. Oh, you mean, yeah. We were trying to figure out the problem of the stove. And then you said that you would put your own stove. I said, fine, go ahead.
And the
put your
reason
own
why?
stove. Because you were not satisfied with the stove that was given.
When was the stove issue, sir? Mr. Khan,
Ask him.
I'm asking you, you're the
Oh, I'm
witness.
sorry. Yeah, this is more than a year, you know, it's.
Was it in 2023 or prior to 2023?
Pardon?
Prior to 2023?
Prior to 23 or maybe the early part of 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't repair the stove, the tenant had to go out and purchase it.
Because you didn't agree to our terms. We were trying to get it repaired. You said, I don't want this repaired.
And how long was your terms during that time? 1 month, 2 months, 6 months?
You tell me.
No, you have to answer the question. Sir, this is the last time you're gonna tell somebody else to answer a question that you're being posed. You're the witness, you answer the questions.
Okay, okay, I'll do that. To the best of my recollection, maybe it was a month or something.
Okay, you quite sure? I mean, you're not.
As he said to the
making no
best,
mistake,
he said that's to the best of his recollection.
That's his recollection, okay. All right, now, the roof, is the roof left open right now for the inspectors to come and look at?
It is there to be seen by the inspectors, yes.
Did the roofers seal the roof once they completed it, or did they leave it open for the inspector to see the black mold?
They didn't leave anything open because there was no mold.
So they never addressed that issue to you?
There was no mold.
Okay, what about the mold in the basement?
No mold in the basement.
There isn't no mold at all on the back of the perimeter? May I
Take
go
the
get your
pictures.
pictures, ma'am?
He said there's no mold in the basement, so you're gonna show him a picture that you think is going to,
Yes.
okay.
Excuse me. That's several. See that?
That's just blackness.
See that?
That's all black.
And we're
That's all,
just
that's
black.
all dirt. And
You're
even
disputing that that's mold. You're saying that's not mold, sir?
it's not mold.
Okay, he disputes that that's mold.
But can I add something?
Well, you can add something when your attorney redirects you, but right now you cannot. You can only answer the questions.
I don't have any more.
Thank you. Ma'am, did you have any questions?
Still pertaining to the house.
Any questions? Yeah, pertaining to this house and this eviction or the conditions that you want to ask this witness?
I don't know how to do this, but when every time when it rains, and we have a washer, a dryer, and we have 2 freezers in the basement. And one time it was flooded. Our basement was flooded.
Are you aware that it flooded in their basement?
I'm not.
He's not aware of the flooding. he says.
Okay. And God help me. Our basement was flooded, and my husband kept calling you. Matter of fact, he sent you videos. It's showing that the basement was flooded.
So, okay, have you
No,
ever
I'm
received
gonna-
videos about flooding?
I don't recall.
I would object to testimony about what her husband did or didn't do.
That's why I'm formulating it into a question, because they're not familiar with the process,
I
so.
understand.
He said he's not familiar with that. You'll have an opportunity to present any evidence about text messages that you supposedly sent in videos when it's your turn. Now, I think swear you and put you under oath first, okay? Any other questions for him, though?
No.
Okay. Any redirect of your witness?
No.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Khan. You can be excused from the stand. Do you have another witness, Mr. Liddy?
That's my only witness, Your Honor. I will, that closes my time.
Okay, and you all want to give testimony, I'm sure? You can come down off the stand. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury. Do you have your pictures?
He does.
Okay, good. Okay, you can give, you can tell me your side of the story, sir.
From here,
Yes,
the pictures that well, Mr. Khan, he didn't tell the truth about the paper, and I'm surprised about that.
what paper?
The agreement that him and I signed to, stating that if I or my children, my wife neglect the responsibility or tear his property, he can evict us.
Okay, who created this agreement that you're talking about?
I did, ma'am.
Okay, so you say you created something, you gave it to him,
Yes,
he signed it,
yes,
you
ma'am.
seen him sign it,
Yes,
he
ma'am.
gave it back to you?
No, ma'am, I gave it to him. I said, here, you can have this because I'm trusting you. You're the landlord.
If you gave him an agreement to sign, why would you give it back to him and you don't have a copy?
I trust you.
But it's not, but the purpose of the agreement is for you to keep, just like he gave you a lease to sign, correct?
Yes.
Did you keep it or did you have to give it back to him?
I kept
He has a signed copy of your lease, he submitted it to me. So you didn't keep the lease, you kept a copy of it, correct?
it.
You gave him because that's how agreements work. If you have someone sign something, you don't keep it, you don't tell them to keep it because I trust you. If you trusted him, you don't need him to sign it. That's the whole point of them signing it. So you don't have anything to show me, otherwise he doesn't remember it. Well, I don't even understand how that's germane to anything anyways, but
Well, it did because the previous landlord didn't do anything.
what previous landlord? Someone else owned this property?
Or prior, the one we was at before him.
What is
The
that?
other-
Was it this address?
No, what I'm trying to get at,
Okay,
ma'am,
so this have nothing to do with this. We don't want to
No.
talk about what happened at the previous
but the
address.
reason why I came up with this because of what happened before.
I understand
I
that, but I
didn't
don't
want-
want to talk about what happened before. I want to talk about when you moved in here. How was you satisfied with the condition of the property when you moved in?
No,
So you gave him a list of things to complete, correct?
yes,
Which he testified that you provide him a
Yes.
list of things. It's the only thing he recalled. And then did he complete those things?
no.
What things did he not complete?
He didn't do the ceiling of the back where the water come in. That was the main.
You mean in the
issue.
basement?
Yes, just running down the back wall, well, this wall here, yeah. What is the name for this?
So on their exhibit, can you show me what page you're talking about?
Only on my pictures.
You have a picture?
I have
Which-
photos, yes, I
Which
do.
one are you talking about here?
All of them.
No, which picture shows me what you're talking about on the wall? Or the window, or wherever it's
It used to
leaking.
be
You're
a
gonna get a
window.
number.
Wait a minute,
But
this
it's
is getting a little bit. See, that's why I had the video so she can see it coming down the wall.
You have a video now?
No, you said I couldn't use it. So
No, I
left.
said, no, I didn't say you couldn't use the video. I said that you need to bring up something to hook up to use the video.
Oh,
Who has the video?
I do at home.
It was a little key cut.
Yeah, I said I can't hook any of your things into our computer.
Oh, I don't have nothing to hook up this thing.
But I told you, you can bring a laptop, you could bring a device that can hook up to, I told you that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But we can't hook up external hard drives. Mr. Whitman, please stop him. Let's see here. Okay, what am I looking at here? This is the
That's where, that's where you see some arrows on the wall. It's where the water is running down at. And the floor joist is in between the floor. At the top, you can see where it's peeling, starting to get water damage at the top of the ceiling. You can see that. And I addressed that to him. Now,
I don't
all of
see any
these,
water running down on these pictures.
pardon?
I don't see any water coming down in these pictures.
You can't see it.
Okay, so you're
That's the-
saying that for years, water's running down in that area,
Yes, ma'am.
and then the wall looks white to me, and I can't see it. That's what I'm trying to see. If the water's been running down, causing flooding, I should see something there. If it's been going on for years.
Yeah, and that's, see the black paint up there, the black spray up there, that's that Mr. Magic seal. That you
Okay.
just sprayed.
So you sprayed some black seal up there?
Yes, and I also put some foam up there as well
Okay, and that stopped the water from coming in?
for a minute, and then it came back and started again
When's the last time water came in over there?
yesterday.
Did you take a picture of the water coming in yesterday?
Well, no, I took pictures about 3 days ago.
I don't see any pictures of water coming
Oh
in.
my God, but they right here on the.
You can't.
I don't see any water in these
You
pictures.
can't see them on the. You just see it on the floor.
There's no pictures of the floor. Where?
Here, I got a whole heap of pictures.
Show me a picture where there's water on your floor because it's coming in through here.
Don't look
Show
like.
show me a picture of water on the floor that's
Right.
showing it right here.
No, it's not. It's
That's a whole pile of pictures. Which one of those pictures show me water on the floor?
This is the one right here that shows arrows with the ceiling. All of these has water on the floor. And
Let me see I want to see water on the floor.
Okay.
Just hand him the picture that shows the water on the floor.
Yeah, this is the one where. Yeah.
Okay, I see some water on the floor here, next to, it looks like there's a washing machine and there's a deep freezer.
Yes.
yeah.
And then this appears to be some water under the stairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're saying this is coming in through
The wall where the arrows and stuff. That
this wall?
Yes, that'll be east.
And so this wall is above these stairs?
No, the stairs is
On this,
yeah. That wall is above the washer. Excuse
Okay.
me, the freezer.
So this is below, this wall is above this.
That's the different one. Those are two. See, ma'am, we got it. The wash and dryer comes like this, and the freezer. And then we got another freezer and the dryer and the steps.
What's below this wall where you said it's leaking? What's
Freezer.
a freezer?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying water is coming down here and it's accumulating to the point where it's flooding like this?
Correct.
And that you notified your landlord of this?
Correct.
How did you notify him?
I called him and texted.
You got a text message to show me where you notified him?
I have a new phone. I texted him, man, and called him, and then he said, "Where do I think I stay at the Ritz?" Because I was calling him or not.
When was this that you called him?
I haven't talked to him since we've been going to court.
Okay,
So
so
then
this was
that's-
prior to the court situation, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, and then what else did you want to dispute?
that's about it right there. The water and the darn nets that came and getting bigger.
Okay,
And the water
what's
constantly,
getting bigger?
the bugs, the nets in the basement.
Gnats in the basement?
Gnats,
But you're
yes.
growing something in the basement? No,
No, not anymore.
you were?
I were,
Okay,
yes.
and you don't think that that contributes to gnats?
Well, that
In the
could too
basement.
as well, but not as much as the water. I admit that. But I'm concerned about this water.
Well, we don't know. We don't know because you were growing something in a unit that we don't know if it's even appropriate for a grow facility. And so that could cause humidity down there, no?
It could.
Okay, so back to this. What's on the other side of this wall? Do you know?
Outside,
Oh, so that's outside. So this is, you're saying this water is coming in from the outside when it rains?
yes.
yes.
Okay, and you have video of that?
On the thing that I
That
had,
little drag.
yeah. I didn't bring it because I misunderstood you, I guess, again.
Okay. Any other issues as it relates to the condition of the property that you believe is why you could lawfully withhold your rent?
And the ceiling in the kitchen is, he gave me the paint for it, but I never got around to doing it.
He gave you the paint for it?
Yes,
What do you mean he gave you the
he
paint
gave
for
me
it?
to strip the ceiling. The ceiling, every time it rains, the plaster comes down.
Okay, so the ceiling is open?
Not open, the plaster comes down off the ceiling.
Do you have a picture?
What's that stucco, that's.
No, this not stucco, but I don't know why I have that picture, that's it. No, I don't have. But it's there, man.
Is it leaking in your ceiling, in your kitchen?
No, the plaster peels down from the moisture of the ceiling.
Okay, but he gave you something to repair it?
Yes, he gave me.
When did he do that?
Pardon?
When did he give you something to repair it?
When?
Yes.
Last year, I say 4 months ago. I'm not for sure.
Okay, why did he give it to you to repair versus repairing himself? Are you aware? Did you tell him you would repair it? I'm not.
I told him. I said I do it like I told him about everything else. I do it, just drop off the material, but he never did.
But he did for this.
Yeah, for that.
So then that's not an issue. Well, tell me some other issues you have, because he's following your direction. You said, I'll do it myself, drop it off. You said he dropped it off. What else? What else do you believe is created this unit to be uninhabitable so that you cannot pay your rent since 2023?
Water coming in the basement.
Okay, water in the basement, okay? Is what you're saying?
And it smell moldy and it's mold there, man.
Okay. Any other evidence? And did you want to give testimony, ma'am?
I don't know I don't know if it even really helped. But one while we was.
Did you want to give testimony was my question. Because I have to swear you under oath if you want to. You do not want to give.
It wouldn't help.
Okay, that's up to you.
This don't really can't prove.
Your testimony is evidence. I'm asked, but I told you all, I've reset this matter multiple times, and I told you multiple times, I reset it more than once because you all had struggles with getting the information. I think once your son tried to send it, we didn't receive it. And then we gave you another mechanism whereby you can get the evidence. I told you to bring pictures. I told you if you want to play a video, I cannot play a flash drive. You're going to have to bring your own device because we are not allowed to link flash drives into, this is a government building. And you could have a virus on that flash drive. But I told you that at the last court date. This has been said 3 times because you all wanted, I gave you all the grace I could give you for bringing in your evidence. So if you came in here today and you tell me you don't have the evidence, then I'm not the one to blame. You can't blame them. You had multiple, at this point, over a month to bring me.
Yeah, but I thought this was sufficient enough to see the water on the floor.
I see water on the floor. I see it on this one.
And it didn't come from no 2 or 3 marijuana plants.
I don't know what it came from. I see water on the floor. I don't dispute, even if I take what you're saying to be true, I don't dispute that it could be leaking there, that you tried to put something there. It looks like you tried to do something. There's a reason why there's this overspray and whatever this black stuff is.
Several times.
Yeah, no one is going around putting this there unless something's getting in, whether it's water, bugs, vermin, whatever. So I don't dispute something was getting in there. I can clearly see water build up under these the staircase here, the approach, which is not the same picture that I have on the approach here, but obviously these pictures weren't taken at the time where it was raining, I guess, or where water was there. Either way, I do see, even in their picture, same thing. There is some spray or something that was put there to try to fix something getting in. So I'm not disputing that, but I want to know what other issues you're saying caused you or the unit to be uninhabitable, because you're not living in the basement, are you?
No, we're not living in the basement.
Just washing.
And in the bedroom, the main bedroom, the ceiling is starting to protrude down from the weight of the water. It wasn't like that before.
The weight of the water for
just from the ceiling, because I fixed the ceiling when we moved there. The ceiling had a very, very flat surface.
Which ceiling are you talking about?
In our bedroom. Now,
so the bedroom ceiling.
Now that you can see the tape around the drywall where it's coming down a little bit.
Okay, when did this start happening?
I noticed it about 2.5 months ago is when I noticed.
Okay, so while we were in the middle of this eviction, this is when this started happening?
Yes.
Not prior to you withholding your rent.
Correct.
Okay. I want to know because you've not paid rent in your defense is that you've not been paying your rent since April 2023 because you had a lawful reason to withhold it.
Correct. And now that was a lot of work that he didn't do. That was the screen door. It was all of these electrical problems that he said he fixed.
All these things that he's produced saying that he's fixed in August is what you're
Correct.
saying.
Well,
So April, you're withholding your rent because all these things need to be fixed, is what you're saying.
Yes,
Okay, and then he's producing some support that he has fixed those things. So in August, you didn't start paying your rent again?
no, ma'am, when I seen this, I stopped paying rent in April.
Okay,
I noticed the problems. And then him and I had a discussion in the kitchen
about the problems.
about all the problems.
Okay.
And I stated to him, I said, if you don't fix these, I'm going to put your money in escrow. I told him that in our kitchen. And he
This was in April? or
I don't know.
in
which
between
one it
April
was.
and
I
okay.
don't know.
But was it before or after April? Do you think
It was after April because I paid him for that storm
Okay.
door in April.
Okay,
And then that was there before all these other dates and stuff like that.
okay.
I'm
So
sorry.
you told him if he doesn't fix it, you're gonna put the money in escrow.
Correct. And he shook his head, yes.
And
I
so
was
did he,
serious.
so did he come to fix it?
No.
Did
That's
you put
why
the
we
money
did
in
it.
escrow?
No. Well, I did. Yes,
Where?
I did.
Where is the money in escrow
I
at?
spent it because I told my wife, I said, I'm glad you asked.
You
I
have the
said,
money
hold
in
up,
the
baby.
bank.
Hold up.
Both of you all can't talk. I have a
Hold
court
up.
recorder who has to take down what's being said
Okay, I
here.
had the money. And I was thinking very hard about what am I gonna do for our future. Let me see my bag, please. Let me see my
What
bag.
did you do with the money, sir?
I put it on my products.
Excuse me?
I put it on my products. So I can, hold up, Bella. I got a product, knee pads for babies crawlers, baby crawlers new knee pads. I paid it off about
You took your rent money that was supposed to be escrow to show that you're operating in good faith by withholding his unit and not paying rent and paid for a product?
He wasn't doing that, man.
It's a yes or no question.
Yes, I said
Okay.
yes.
Okay, any other testimony you want to give?
And I also had to pay for my LLC for these. I'm licensed for
Wonderful.
these now.
Wonderful.
Walker stick.
Can you live in those?
No, but I can.
Because you're
I
getting
can-
evicted.
Okay, I can.
You don't live in a basement. You live in the unit. You've not provided the court with anything reasonable to show me that your unit was uninhabitable. I can see that there's some water in the basement. It doesn't look like the basement, it's a Michigan basement, number one. It doesn't show me that this water is coming. I don't see anything that told me the water's coming from that wall, but I would assume that something must have been coming through there because you sealed it. But even if I believe what you said is that area of the basement is what's causing water to pour in, that in and of itself is not enough for you to withhold all of your rent since April. And then think that you don't have to now pay him the rent when he's presented. Don't talk over me, because then that's how you get ejected out of the courtroom immediately. 9 exhibits, they show me with countless information about repairs that were done in August. I'm gonna tell you right now, when I saw these receipts coming through from August, it was apparent to me that there was some issues and you were withholding the rent and he was trying to get them fixed. And so at least I have evidence here that he was making some attempts to get it fixed, and he's got permits here. He's got actual workers. Can you get them out of the hallway, please? He's got actual workers trying to get these things fixed. Your own testimony here in court is that you told him if he didn't get fixed, you would escrow the rent, which is by law what you're supposed to do if you think that there's an issue that's breaching your ability to live in a unit. You're supposed to escrow your rent to show that you're operating in good faith, or you could vacate the property because you can't live there anymore. I mean, you were evicted based on the fact that the property was uninhabitable. You have now showed me little to no evidence that the unit was not habitable. There was an issue in the basement, I believe it, but you also showed me that you don't operate in good faith because you took the money and you made personal investments with it. And now he's left with a place that he has been allowing you to live in since April. It's going to be April next week, a year, and there's been no rent payment. How much money does he owe?
The current balance is $11,650. Court costs are $264.66. Total amount to retain is $11,000. 9/14/66. We also requested a money judgment in this case. Prorated rent is 10,583.87. Court costs are 264.66 for a total of 10,848.53. If I may.
You may approach. Judgment in favor to the plaintiff, possession. Judgment will enter in the amount $11,914.66. That's for past due rent amounts plus court costs. Past due rent to retain possession is $11,650. That's a year worth of rent plus court costs, $264.66. Grand total $11,914.66. You need to pay that, or you have to vacate the property of 4925 Palmer Street, City of Lansing by April 8th, 2024. Money judgment based on today's testimony will enter for damages in the amount of $10,583.87 plus court costs, $264.66 for a total of $10,848.53. This should be no problem because you've got an LLC and you pay for your products. So hopefully you're generating some revenue and you can get this judgment paid.
I'll get back with him.
You can talk to him about how you can make repayment on that. Otherwise, I'm sure, set this for a debtor's exam.
We're moving.
Okay, we'll get you a copy of this judgment and you'll be on your way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Mrs. Zakora, we're gonna reset your matter because when you didn't appear, we told Mr. Whitty that he can submit a default, but he's gone. We tried to catch him, so we will reset your matter.
I'll get a date today.
We're gonna give it to you right now. Where's Judy Zakora?
That's my grandma. She's the co-signer on the lease. So I have a zero balance with them now.
Did you pay the court costs?
Yes, I paid them today. So it hasn't, my landlord said it hasn't, it takes 24 hours for it to reflect on there.
So we'll give you the date, and once they receive it, they should dismiss it. You follow up on that though, okay?
Okay.
April 10th at 1:30.
April 10th at 1:30, okay?
It's my birthday.
Well, hopefully you won't have to appear.
Hope not.
We'll get
Sorry
you-
to waste your time with some Mason.
Well, you didn't waste my time. I'm here. We'll get you a copy of your notice to appear before you leave, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr., you get, let me see. That one was done. Young man, what's it, what's your, who's here? You? What's your name? On the record in the matter of Trappers Cove versus Andres Lopez and Catherine Levy.
I ended up getting 2 papers in the mail and it only had my name on there, so I should have brought them today, but
Levy, Catherine. Yeah, I'm just saying, was it, they dismissed in the system or something? Why did we only send papers for one person? Okay, yeah, she's on the docket. She should have appeared. Okay, today's the date and the time that was scheduled in file number 24-00140. What's his name?
Adonis.
Adonis? You go stand right there, okay? Hold his hand. Thank you. Okay, today's the date that's set for a hearing on non-payment of rent. Did the parties discuss this matter?
We have discussed this matter, Your Honor. We agreed to enter a consent judgment. I did check the default box for Mr. Levesque, and I checked the consent box for Mr. Lopez. He understands that he owes. He's gonna try to come up with it. Gets close to landlord. We work with him. But other than that, that's where we're at.
What is it? Is it gonna be a conditional dismissal or?
No, it's a judgment, consent judgment, $2,657 in rent, $220.26 in cost for a total of $2,877.26.
Okay, counsel.
Now approach.
Okay, so that's how you want to proceed with this matter, sir?
Yeah.
Thank you. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth?
Yes.
Okay, so you want judgment to enter against you by consent whereby you agree that the rent to retain possession is $2,657, but court costs $220.26 for a grand total, $2,877.26, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You okay, Adonis? What's the matter? You wanna come up here? Come up here. Sit in this, oh, he's gonna come this way. Come all the way around, come all the way around. Okay, just hold this while I speak, okay? Let's stand here. Hold it with both hands because it's very important, okay? Okay, and so you're gonna agree to pay that or vacate the property by, wait a minute, April 8th, 2024?
Yes.
Okay, and so you understand you had the right to be represented by an attorney?
Yep.
And you have the right to have a jury trial? Okay, is that a yes? You want to give those rights up? Is Mr. Bach threatening you to do that? Is Adonis threatening you to do that?
No.
Did you sign this?
Sure did.
Okay, you got 3 business days from to date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the right that you just waived, you can return to court and request to have this judgment set aside, and we'll set it for a hearing. Do you have any questions for the court?
No, thank you.
Okay, Adonis is heading out. You should probably follow him. We'll get you a copy. Thank you. On the record, in the matter of Trappers Cove versus Chris Armstrong. This is in file number 24-00138.
Yes, good afternoon, Ron Bach here for Plaintiff Trappers Cove. Here on Development LLC, DBA Trappers Cove.
Sir, what's your name?
Chris Armstrong.
Okay, Mr. Armstrong, today was the date set for a hearing for non-payment of rent. Let's see, Mr. Bach, how are you proceeding?
Yes, we've also agreed to consent judgment, normal 10 days through April 8th. Rent to retain at this time $3,669.87 with a cost of $180.87. Total monthly retain $3,850.74.
That's how you want to proceed, sir? Okay, I have here consent judgment. You want judgment to enter against you by consent whereby you agree rent to retain possession of the property is owed in the amount of $3,669.87 plus court costs, $180.87 for a total, $3,850.74. You'll either pay that or you'll vacate the property in question by April 8th, 2024, correct? That's your signature? Okay, you understand that you have the right to be represented by an attorney in this eviction? You want to give up that right? Okay, you also have the right to proceed to trial. You could have demanded a jury trial in this matter. Did you know that? Did you want to, you gotta say so we can hear it.
Yes.
Okay, do you want to give up that right? Anybody threatening you to give up those rights?
No.
Okay, you have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood those rights that you just said you gave up, you can return to the court, request to have that judgment set aside. We'll set the matter for a hearing. Do you have any questions today, sir? Mr. Bach, any additional matters for the court?
No, nothing further. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you. Let's see, is Timothy Reed here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. On the record in the matter of South Washington Park versus Timothy Reed, file number 24-00207 LT. Appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Sean Mock on behalf of the plaintiff.
And Alyssa Hall of Legal Services of South Central Michigan for defendant Timothy.
Okay, how are you, Mr. Reed? Okay, today was the date and time set for a hearing for non-payment of rent. How are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. We have had the opportunity to resolve this case by way of a conditional dismissal. The defendant has agreed to pay rent in the amount of $2,121, which is rent due through March 2024, plus court costs of $179.04. Other money due, which is late fees totaling $425 for a total amount due of $2,725.04. The defendant has agreed to pay that total amount on or before June 30th of 2024. Well, during the same period, the defendant agrees to make timely rent payments in the amount of $244 per month on or before the 5th day of each month, beginning in April 2024. If the defendant defaults on these terms, the landlord may proceed without further notice to the defendant. Partial payment will not prevent the eviction. And the defendant has been made aware of his rights.
Okay, counsel.
Yes, that is our agreement.
Complete and accurate understanding of the agreement. Okay, you have a copy of it there?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay. So you want the matter dismissed today on the condition that you'll pay past due rent of $2,121 plus court costs $179.04, other money due $425. What's that, late fees?
Yes.
For late fees, for a total of $2,725.04 that you'll pay that or vacate the property by March 31st, 2024, correct? It states that you agree to pay the total owed on or before June 30th, 2024. During the same time period, defendant agrees to make on-time monthly payments of $244 on or before the 5th of each month, beginning April 2024. Other money due is accumulated late fees. And I have his signature here. Your signature is on here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you understand that you have the right to demand a jury trial on this matter?
Yes, ma'am.
And you want to waive your right to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand that partial performance on this agreement won't satisfy. So that means if you're supposed to make payments of $244 on or before the 5th of the month, you can't make a payment on the 6th of the month. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Or you can't pay $243.59. You gotta pay exactly what you say you're gonna pay, when you're gonna pay it. Otherwise, they can seek judgment against you without giving you any prior notice. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the right that you gave for your right to trial, you can return to the court, request to have this set aside. We'll set it for a hearing, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record?
Will the court be entering that through my file or do we need to upload that?
No, we'll enter it to my file. We'll give you a
Thank
copy
you.
right now.
Nothing for the plaintiff.
Yeah, nothing further, Your Honor.
Thank you. And then you have another client here.
Yes, I do.
Same to you. Let's see, South Washington Park versus Lamira Demeyers. Not here? Or
Actually, we have entered a proposed stipulation. Ms. Hall.
Demeyers?
It's the Demeyers matter.
Oh,
We have
yes,
entered a
I'm sorry.
proposed stipulation in order to adjourn this matter for 2 weeks.
Okay.
That was submitted through my file.
Let me give them a new date.
Yes, it was submitted yesterday.
Okay, sounds good. That must not have made it here yet. You'll get a new date in the mail then.
Okay.
And then, let's see, you have William Payne, and then you should be here with a Caprice Bass.
Yes, which is also a stipulated adjournment submitted through my file.
Okay,
And I saw Rob Visconti from Cox's office who is aware and
okay, it was already submitted. We just haven't
Yes,
received it.
yes,
Okay,
I-
sounds good. Thank you. All set on your matters then, and then Mr. Mock on the matter, South Washington Park versus William Payne. File number 24-00204, council appearance.
Yes, Your Honor, Attorney Sean Mock for the plaintiff. I was not aware that Mr. Payne was present this afternoon, so I didn't have an opportunity to speak with him
Oh, okay.
to try to resolve this.
You all can go speak privately.
I apologize for that, Your Honor.
No problem. You're back on the record. Did the parties come to a resolution?
Yes, Your Honor. After speaking with the defendant, we have agreed to the terms of a consent judgment, which reflects rent to retain possession through the month of March as $5,518, court costs of $179.04, for a total redemption amount of $5,697.04. If that amount is not paid by April 8th, 2024, the landlord can apply for an order of eviction. Acceptance of partial payment will not prevent the court from issuing an order of eviction. No money judgment is requested at this time. It explained Mr. Payne's rights under MCR 4.201J, and he has signed a copy of the consent judgment, if I may approach.
You may. Okay, and Mr. Payne, that's how you want to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you want judgment to enter against you by consent whereby you agree that the past due rent to retain possession is $5,518 plus $179.04 for court costs. Total rent to retain possession, $5,697.04.
Yes, ma'am.
And that you'll pay that or you'll vacate the property of 3200 South Washington Park, apartment 519 by April 8th, 2024, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that you have the right to be represented by an attorney today?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that you also have the right to proceed to a trial. You could have demanded a jury trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you willing to give up both of those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Is anybody threatening you to give those rights up?
No, ma'am.
Has there been any promises made to you in exchange for you giving up those rights?
No, ma'am.
Can you sign this document?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize that you misunderstood the right that you just waived, you can return to the court, file a motion to set aside judgment, and we'll set that matter for a hearing, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions today?
No, ma'am, I do not.
We'll get you a copy of your notice. I'm sorry, a copy of your judgment. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set.
Thank you. You have a great day.
Same to you.
Give me 1 second.
Done with the-